Great here with the T-150 replay on, what are we on today? We are on Westfield. After that last T-150 match, I wanted to pick out a T-150 match that I actually did well in, since this is one of my better tanks. Also, this happens to be the last of the 086 replays, so after this I will be pure, well not pure, but I will be running 0.87 replays for the foreseeable future. With my heavies, I always come over this ridge up in the C1 area, no matter which side that I'm on. I figured out how to play both sides of this rather well, so I just come up here. Unless, of course, we're lemming training, in which case I'll try to find somewhere else to go. So I pop over this dip with my turret, and I see the M6 coming up. We trade shots. I hit him for 295. He just takes out my rangefinder, and that's pretty acceptable. Both of our second shots miss. Now we're picking up a KV-1S and an ARL V39. Not a good combination to push over. 3-on-1 is never good. Bounce off of his turret. He misses mine. Basically on this area, there we go. Nice shot. I get a bounce. Basically on this area, you need to play the ridge line. You need to pop back, reload, push forward, try to keep only one gun on you at a time, and whittle them down as best you can. This also highlights why I like the T-150 over the KV-1S. Pretty much every one of these tanks, I'm not going to be able to one-shot. So if I were in a KV-1S, I would have a slower reload time. My turret would not be as bouncy as this T-150. So every tank here would take 2 shots no matter what, and I would actually have a lower kill rate than I would in my T-150. As you can see, I haven't taken any damage. I did bounce one shot and only have my rangefinder taken out so far. Here I'm pushing over for the Hellcat. I don't notice the M6 until he takes a shot at me there. And I forget how fast they fire. I thought I had a little more time. So I rotate to face him. He gets one shot into me, takes out my track. I still can't get my elevation up. I can barely see his turret. I take my shot, look back for the Hellcat, and by the time I look back, he's already dead. So my team's cleaned up pretty good, actually. Looks like the southeast is holding pretty decently. I'm looking for that Hellcat. I figured after he's seen 4 heavies come over the ridge, he's not going to stick around, or if he is, he's going to hide, and he's actually way off in the distance. And here's another example of that that idea that it's going to take 2 shots to kill this tank anyway. So if I had another 4 seconds on my reload, I wouldn't have been able to secure that kill. So now I'm heading over to the only tank that I am aware of, which is that AT-2. All the heavies behind me are taking pod shots at him. And that's a beautiful shot. On the run, just pegged the AT-2 right in the side. So all that's left is an AMX-40, and we have no idea where he is. The other 3 heavies are heading down the ridge line. I actually decided to cut down the hill a bit early, thinking he might still be down near the cap, but he wasn't. As a result, now I've got this ridge in between me and him, with the other 3 heavies bearing down on him. This is going to prevent me from getting the top gun this round, but I did get a good 5 kills as well as almost 2,500 damage off of this. And that's the kind of round I like to see out of my T-150. Anyway, the stats will be, or there will be a link to the stats down below for those who are interested, and I hope you enjoyed this replay. Have fun.